Hi everyone, welcome to Taste Factor. My name is Michał.
My name is Marek, hi.
So today we are gonna move on from our drinks straight to herring, which I promised you last time.
Yes, but we're going to give it a little twist. Obviously, in this sort of kitchen we need to experiment and play around with food a little bit. So,
of course,
something what other mothers taught us not to do, play with the food, but today we are going to play with the food.
Okay, so what are we going to start with?
Well, what we're going to have a little play around today. What we're going to do is make a herring mousse. Okay, simple herring mousse with a bit of cheese, sour cheese, really nice. We're going to form that into a mousse, and we're going to freeze it into a little ball in special silicone forms. We're going to dip this into a beetroot jelly. We're going to use Kappa for this. Okay, let me first explain to you what these are. These are carrageenans.
What does that mean?
Agar, Lota, Kappa, white powders. They seem vicious, okay, and aggressive. They're not. These are natural substances, I can reassure you, of a very high quality. These are derived from seaweeds, okay? These are a natural plant-based product from seaweed. In fact, they're quite healthy, believe it or not. And each of them have different gelling properties, okay? They gel into a sort of a solidified jelly, but each one of them have a different consistency, different working properties.
Yeah, so can you explain that in 2 or 3 words?
In Polish, yes. Basically, jota, okay? This is, again, a white powder, which when mixed with water and brought up to a boil, this will then set, okay, and form a very soft jelly, okay? When we think about creme brulee, when we think about chocolate mousse, we don't want a stiff jelly. Even when we use gelatin to make a simple panna cotta, no matter how little gelatin we use, we still get a jelly substance. Yes. Jota will give us a very smooth, creamy, it'll set slightly. Obviously this depends on how much you use.
So is it still a jam, a jelly or a foam?
No, this, you can use it for a foam. I'll come to this later on in another series. But we're going to make jellies at the moment, okay? This gives us a very soft, very velvety, smooth mouthfeel, okay? So whereas Kappa,
this is Kappa.
Yes, especially in the presence of calcium, gives us a much more stiffer gel. Okay. Certain products already have calcium, like milk, cheese, okay? Today we're going to be making a beetroot gel, which obviously doesn't really contain calcium, or probably trace amounts. So we're going to add calcium into it, okay?
Okay, and then we have agar.
Agar, similar again. This gives us a very stiff, very brittle.
So this one is the stiffest.
This is the stiffest. Also depends on what we need it for, okay?
Yeah.
So today we're going to be coating well, you'll see in a minute, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but we need a little stiffer gel, not as stiff as agar, okay?
Okay, so once again, what do we have here?
This is calcium, okay, this is calcium lactate, which we have over here, and I've added a little bit of pH control, which is sodium citrate, just to regulate the pH a little bit, to give a smoother
to
gel.
Keep it down or make it higher?
Make it a little bit higher, so the calcium takes action. The ratio I work with, if the base substance, here we have beetroot juice, doesn't contain any or trace elements of calcium, I work on a ratio of 1%, which is 1 gram per 100 milliliters or 10 grams per kilo, and about roughly 3% of Kappa. We can mix Kappa and Jota together, that's Agar, to give a different feel. We have it in between soft and stiff, so we can play around with these in many different respects. They react differently to substances which have calcium or potassium, okay? We're going to make a jelly which we will coat our little balls of herrings. Okay,
let's not reveal too much before we start making it actually.
Okay, Agar, they all basically dissolve with the same process where you have to, it's best off to soak them first, okay, in the water for about half an hour, and then slowly bring them up to the boil and mix and mix and mix and mix, okay? So you're going to be mixing that. So we adding.
But I guess we should start with the herring, which is our main ingredient today.
Yeah,
Don't
but
you
we
think?
need to get this ready first.
Okay.
So swap places. In we go. This is the calcium and pH buffer. We've got to be careful here. We've got some hot oil.
I'm gonna stir it very carefully now.
Right. Let me find the yotta. So as I said, we've got a 3% whey out here. You need to mix this very, very well.
Okay, I can see it's not mixing very well. Maybe you could help me with the blender. Okay, be careful.
Okay. And once we've got it melted, let me just wrap that induction hob for a minute. Once we've got it...
Shall I dismantle it?
No, 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 no. Once we've got it all mixed in thoroughly, we put that on the induction.
Okay, you do that.
Thank you. And we'll heat this, bring it up gently to a boil, and keep mixing it at the same time. Okay, you can stop now. Every minute or so, give it a little mix, okay? So we'll leave this, we'll bring it up to a slow boil, and we'll mix it. We've got some oil here, we're gonna have some real fun
Yeah.
making some little
Chips.
chips and garnish.